G'day Greg, Kyle here from Adelaide Vehicle Centre, just in that 2015 Ford Falcon FGX that you've inquired on. As we spoke about on the phone, did do a walk around. We're going to go through the car in some more detail, run through the features and the condition of the car. You may already be familiar with some of the features. I know you mentioned you have a couple already. I'm not sure if it was FGX or not, but we'll go through it anyway, just so you know exactly what this particular one features. So we'll start from down in the glove box, nice and easy. Center console, actually. You got your SD card for your maps, auxiliary input and USB input, as well as the ability to charge your phone or any other device that's USB powered through that. Handy little card holder and a pretty deep compartment to hold stuff as well. Another little compartment behind that, and on the other side, 2 cup holders. You'll find little bottle holders in each door as well. So you got a Tiptronic trans with this one, so easy as you go down to drive and flick it over to sport. That way you can take control over the gears like this as well, so 1 through 6. Minus and plus, so obviously up and down gears. You got your 12 volt power outlet here, easy to access place, good to have if you want to charge a tablet or have a fridge or whatever on long road trips. Moving up, you got electric door locks, you got the traction control button. You actually have the interior light switch here, so that's going to activate lights above you, common across the whole Falcon range. You got the power for your stereo in the middle here. You hit that button, it's going to turn it off. As well as a couple other buttons, so seek tracks or tune stations, as well as flick through FM and AM bands. You do retain a CD changer in this car as well, so you can play CDs if you do still hold on to them. You've got your climate control settings here, so your temperature is on the right hand side and your fan speed is on the left, but you can also go through the head unit, which we'll touch base on now. So this does have navigation. Pretty handy feature to have. Right now we just have it set to map, so this is our current location. It'll say your heading and the time and outside temperature. You got your radio station that's playing in the bottom left, as well as your climate settings. So we hit climate here, same deal as down here. You can control it on the screen, see it in an easy to read place. Different modes, your temperatures and fan speeds again. And handy thing with this car, you've got digital radio as well, so a bit higher quality. Again, you got your USB and CD inputs, as well as the ability to connect your phone. So great thing about that is you can make inbound, outbound phone calls while driving without having to take your hands off the wheel. You got your volume controls on the steering wheel and the ability to answer the phone on the steering wheel as well. And on the right hand side, you've got cruise control and voice control for this particular car, so you can actually say call Sandra or something like that, and it's going to go ahead and do that for you. You got automatic headlights fitted to this car, so you don't have to worry about ever putting those on. Just leave it on auto, so I'll leave it now. And if it gets dark, it's obviously going to turn on. You got your wipers on the left. Through these buttons here, you can actually get through the cluster. So looking at the cluster, 13,000 Ks on this car, as we've talked about. It's pretty well brand new. You flick through a couple of settings here, so your distance to empty, fuel use since it's been reset, average fuel economy, instant fuel economy, average speed, a couple other things. Generally just leave it on range. You got on the door here, you got electric mirrors and electric windows as well. Yeah, and the great safety features in this car as well. So you got driver's side airbag and your passenger airbag, as well as airbags in each seat, and curtain airbags as well. So we'll step outside the car and show you outside the general condition. We'll touch base on the things that we did mention on the phone. So just moving around to the front, I'll get Jace to get real close to the bar. There's not actually, any stone chips that I could see on there, as I was telling you on the phone. I literally did just wash the car, but we've got a tree above us, so there's a bit of tree stuff on the bonnet. As you can see, comes straight off. I'll just pop the bonnet, we'll show you under here. Just touching base again on that structural guarantee. So we are the only dealership in SA to offer a structural guarantee, meaning that we check the car and make sure it hasn't been in an accident that affects structural integrity. We send it to the mechanics as well, make sure it's all running fine and give it a service. So it's just been serviced. just a couple of things we look out for, just bolt heads in the engine bay, so on the guards or under the bonnet. Just make sure they haven't been tampered with in any way that might resemble the car being in an accident in the past. And yeah, really, really neat and tidy as you'd expect for a 13,000k old car. We'll move down the passenger side first. As I described to you, the tyres are pretty well brand new all around the car. There's not a single mark on this side of the car that I can see at all. While Jace shows you that, I'll pop this tonneau cover off. So as we mentioned before, the tonneau cover is perfect. Not a single thing fraying, none of the elastics broken, nothing's torn, no marks on it. Same with the actual tray itself around the outside. There's not really any scratches on it at all. You are fitted with a tow bar. And then under here, like I said, really light scratching, like evidence it's been used before, but nothing serious. So I'll pop that back down. Just moving down this side of the car now. Just get Jace to show you the 3 or 4 little marks I was telling you about on the phone. They're each about a centimetre long. No idea what they are, just said that I would mention it to you. And just also the driver's seat trim. Tried to describe on the phone here, there's like one tiny little mark down here. Let's get Jace to touch on here. Besides that, the interior was perfect, as you'd expect, really. Just the final quarter of the car. So yeah, all really good shape. So Greg, I hope that gives you a better understanding of the condition of our car and what it features. We'll get in contact with you soon in regards to transport costs and what we can do for you. Thanks, mate.